In God's miracle, we still have a responsibility.
Amen.
Catch it.
Amen.
That's the heading. Amen. Amen. In God's miracle, God will do miracles in your life. There's not going because you have prayed. You are a business person. You must wait for opportunities and get out of your house. And chase those opportunities. Now we taught wrong. Because we do what we do for God, we think we can sit back. And it's not true. God is love. Now you can't do anything if God does not trust you. Please help me to preach as people sit down. God says, I have favor. I have power. I have grace. I have everything that you could think of. But can I trust you? Can I trust you with favor? Can I trust you with finances? He's looking for just that one particular individual who is going to be stable, sustainable, to keep trusting God, to be humble, no matter what God does in your life. And that's why the person that is supposed to be so bitter and angry, God used him to be blessed. But the people that were hurting him did not know that he's getting blessed to help them, his own brothers. But they didn't know. This person, the colors that are too many and beautiful that he's wearing, the same thing that you are jealous of, it's the same reason that when we are in famine, he will be the one. Are you the one that God can trust? If I turn her life around, the history of her lineage, or she will remind them how they got there into the pits, how they closed opportunities. People have got this entitlement mentality of thinking that people owe us. The only thing that we owe each other is love. The only thing that we remember, tell them your discussions are so much based on people that have put you in the pit than the bright future that's coming. On people that have hurt you. That's your meditation. On the negativity. Now you don't even see what God is doing. Do you hear what I'm saying? God was looking for somebody who can be put in the pit and come out. Everything said about them. Who can be in prison for things they didn't do? Who can be belittled? Who can be hurt? The things that happen to us, if we knew God is using those as tools, He's seeing if we are fit people. If people really say God answers others and it does not answer other people, look, will you stand the trials and the tribulations that I've faced in the past 20 years when you see the breakthrough now? Will you stand the sleeplessness and the cries? Because success doesn't just happen because you prayed and read two scriptures. Now nobody knows or has taken time to understand, where did Joseph go? What has he been through? What has happened to him? How many trials? How many tribulations? How many name callings? How many evil words? How much? I see you, they have so much to say. But it was they lacked the understanding. Joseph had to suffer the pain to make sure the same people who were causing causing him pain. How many people are you still meditating on? And if you have the power, you will kiss them. You speak evil words. Anna, Bona, don't be hard on me. Tell your neighbor, when how come I will you for 5 minutes? Tell her what will happen to your ex. Moose. That's a lightning. Because we're so bitter. And we think the way we feel, that's how God operates. Your solution and your problem stands between your feelings. Get rid of feelings. You have all the solutions in the world. Now your feelings take precedence. That's why the frustration. There's no basis. You can't substantiate what you call yourself because your feelings take precedence more than God's. God is God. Doesn't care how you feel. He'll just tell you, my grace is enough. And your faith should not be based on people. Remember, salvation is not a community project. It's an individual thing. Prayer connects us to God, but it does not take the problems away. Our faith is the one that gives us the solution because it must perpetually remind us who God is. That's why Joseph didn't do anything. Joseph was living a life that was actualized. He was great. Nobody could do anything about it. How can you apologize when things are going well? And those whose things are not going well, you can't be bitter. Amen. Yes. His brothers were bitter because of what he saw. Now you might be bitter because of the things that you are going through. And that is what is delaying your breakthrough. The problem is our thinking, our conduct, our behavior, how we carry ourselves. Because if you do not understand what you are following, do not understand God, for you it's a social club and a hangout, you miss out on critical things. That's why it will be difficult for me to go to any other church with the truth that I know. People are giving people nest down. But as long as the church is full. Now, they are in the same situation. You only see the results. How can this person be in the same situation for 5 years? Maybe they are bitter. Joseph, it's not the strangers that hurt him. You might have a relationship that has caused you to be bitter. You see, if Joseph refused to get into the pit, and Joseph won the case that he was not at fault, that he didn't touch the king's wife, and if he refused to prophesy when they asked him to interpret the dream, it would be his loss because all these things were God's purpose. Now the things that you've gone through, we can say that there was famine in Israel, which is what brought the move. Jacob was a trickster. He tricked his brother for birthright. When he tricks and he crooks his brother, he thinks it's okay. He moves on. He's a big man. He plays Leah. He plays Rebecca. He plays concubines. He ends up with 12 sons. He's winning when we look at it, but in the spirit, he gives birth to potential murderers, liars, who lied to him about his child. Because what goes around comes around. He has forgotten. At some point, he held someone's heel. He hurt somebody. Because it's a seed in him. His sons do the same thing to him. They betray one of the brothers. And it's painful. Now, there is no trust, but it's a trajectory within the family. Simeon, Levi, all those four who had the guts to put their own brother in the pit. Sometimes we look at Joseph and we say, Ish, so. But do you know the prison that these brothers have been put in and subjected to live with the thought of thinking they've killed their brother? All their life, they don't have peace. Our focus becomes the victim, not the executors. But if you understood the trauma, when there is panic and disaster, no one is safe. Life is principled. You do what you're supposed to do. You are unwitable. You are unstoppable. Now we fail because we don't want to have these difficult discussions. It's not an easy thing, what I'm preaching now. So all their life, they're living with the pain. For the age, had I not cheated on her, the things would be different. Had I loved her, had I supported her. Now the circumstances have changed. People are moving on. And these guys are bitter. Because it's not all about Joseph. Even them, they are hurt. They have pain. They have to live with what they have done. Life is so blessed, we have the power to choose. Now your mind tells you, if I stop working for this company, there's no other company that will hire me. If I move out of this crappy relationship, there's no other. It's not true. There's 60 million people in South Africa. I don't know why you stand for what you stand for. You can't change what you tolerate. You deserve the best. I'm not sure how you find yourself where you are. But it's because of the pity-petty feeling for people more than yourself. Whether you're in the boardroom, you're in your home, you're in the stock exchange, you're in the marketplace, if you hear what I'm saying, you are a balanced Christian who will be able to look at life through all dimensions and prosper. Not when one leg is falling apart, another one is going through, and you are happy. Table that can stand with one leg. If you look underneath the table, can you see how many legs are there? That's the balance we require financially, physically, mentally, every area, educational, every area.